Good morning. I'm Karen Taradas with Social U, and today it's time for What's Up Wednesday, where we come to you live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. to talk about social media tips, tricks, and trends. And in case you cannot tell from what's behind me, it is Halloween season, and we have a whole bunch of really fun themed things for you guys this month. Today, we're going to talk about scary good ideas for Halloween content. Next week, we're going to talk about ghoulish behavior, dealing with creeps and trolls and people who make negative, horrible comments. The next week, October the 19th, social media sins, mistakes that will haunt you. And the last Wednesday of the month, we are going to talk about social media horror stories, people who actually had their lives canceled because of a mistake they made online. There are so many examples of that, but we're going to get into the details of that later. So let's go ahead and get started with scary good ideas for Halloween content. And of course, this works for all. Thanks, Jason. Thank you. That's all Madison, by the way. This works for all holidays. You can do it in November for Thanksgiving and you can do it in December for Christmas, but this is our preferred holiday. So let's go ahead and dive in. One, you want to decorate your space. Not just physically, but digitally. So if you have a storefront, you want to decorate for the holiday. If you are online exclusively, you still want to decorate for the holiday. If you guys go look at any of our online, Facebook, Instagram, we have new spooky branding on every single platform to kind of match the season and get you in the Halloween spirit. So go ahead and decorate to let people know that you're on top of things and to show them that you're celebrating the season. Okay, the next thing you want to do, seasonal posts or emails. Now, this, of course, works for emails and it definitely works for posts, but I'm going to give you multiple ideas for content that's seasonal. First and foremost, you want to use Halloween colors and themes. Again, when you go look at our stuff, it's black, it's because purple is our brand color. We used a lot of purple. You can also use orange and white, but stay inside of the colors and themes for Halloween. And you know what I'm talking about. Themes like black cats and witches' hats and cobwebs. It doesn't have to be scary to be seasonal. You can do some really cute pumpkin graphics that are fun and seasonal that aren't scary at all. In case you have a targeting a younger audience or there's kids who are going to see it. So it doesn't have to be bloody and gross to be themed. Next, you want to include Halloween related terms, including your hashtags. Spooky, ghoulish, monster, and there's ways to work it in. I mean, today's name of today's literally is scary good ideas. That's a great way to do it. I thought about making a list of some different ideas for using puns in your captions and making it available to you guys. If that's something that you think would be fun, let me know and we'll create a list for you. Spooktacular and monster sale, or how there's so many different ways that you can use Halloween related terms or puns, and of course hashtags. And the hashtags don't have to be punny. It could just be Halloween 2022 is your hashtag. So anytime, or October, and so anytime anybody looks for that, your information will pop up. You can also do a countdown, especially if you're having a big Halloween sale or a big Halloween promotion. It's always fun to count down to the actual day of the event. Pics of your team in costume. Love that. I love when you have, especially, it works really well for doctor's offices and larger teams where everybody's in costume. It's a great opportunity to have individual pictures as well as a group picture that shows everybody. It's just a lot of fun. Next on our list is trick or treat polls. Trick or treat. So it's like a this or that. Do you like this? Is this a trick or is this a treat? Or do you prefer this or do you prefer that? Polls are always a good idea for content because it encourages engagement and it encourages people to, respond to you. And that's what you want. Okay. The next thing are games or challenges. You can do a Halloween challenge, something fun that I saw somebody do a few years ago. They hid pumpkins on their website, and then they had a game where you'd go look and see how many pumpkins you could find on the website, and then you come back to Facebook and comment with how many pumpkins you found. I thought that was so much fun. Of course, it works for Easter eggs. Get it? Hidden content. Yeah. But it works also for Halloween. You can also use a game where you ask for them to come up with a title for your promo or for your discount, and you can make it a competition. That's always fun. Using spooky user generated content. Again, this works great with pictures, especially if you're a retailer and you can ask them to take a picture in your actual product, or if you have uh picture. I mean, literally, it can be taking a picture in front of your, especially if it's a store and you have your front window decorated for the holiday, get them to take a picture in front of the window and tag you with a special contest hashtag. And again, you can use their images on your page if it's your contest and you're asking for them to, make it public. And then scary content that's related to your industry. And there's always scary content related to every industry. We did a horror series last year for a realtor who talked about the scariest things she found during open houses. I love that series. It's one of my favorites. All of it was true, some of it unsettling, but I mean, it's a great way to get engagement and increase your views. So there's a ton of ways to encourage seasonal content in not only your posts, but in emails. All of this will also work for emails. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. So the next thing you can consider for the holiday, and I really kind of broke this down into three pieces, decorating your space, seasonal posts or emails, and then seasonal discounts, promos, or contests, because that also works very well. When I say discount, I mean sales so good it's scary, where you're working the terminology or the puns directly into the discount, but you also want to make it themed for Halloween. Promotions, show how to use your product for Halloween or make your product so that it's Halloween related. You guys will see Hero Donuts does this, Heavenly Donuts does this. I think all the donut places do this, where they make Halloween themed donuts. That totally makes sense. If you're a retailer, Alabama Goods has their Halloween stuff out right now. Whatever you have, if you can theme it to Halloween to promote it, it's a great idea. So for your actual promotions, either show how to use your product in a Halloween way or make your product reflect the season. And then contests, photo contests are always awesome. Themed prizes work very well. Of course, it's not limited to anything but your own creativity. So if you want to do a photo contest where you get folks to come to your location and take a picture and then post their picture on Instagram with your hashtag, that's a great way to do it. The contest where you hide different things on your platforms and you get them to go look and tell you what the answer is. That's always fun. And a themed prize, something that's scary or spooky. Like if we were going to do it, I may give away a dozen Halloween donuts. That's always fun. Or some of my favorite ice cream flavors are Halloween themed. So there's all kinds of fun things you can give away. And you guys have heard me say a million times, most people will slap their mama for a $5 ice cream cone. So it doesn't have to be complicated to be extremely successful and themed for your contest. So that is it for us this week. Next week, we're going to come back and talk to you about social media sins, ghoulish behavior. We're going to talk about how to deal with trolls and negative comments and complaints. So you guys join me for that next week. Until then, I am Karen Taradas with Social You, and I'm here to help. Thanks.